Hi guys! Today I am going to tell you some information about video game Garten of Banban. Let's go in order to solve the Banban problem. Banban is injected with a new galvanium solution that limits his intelligence and other brain activity, but this creates even more problems. At first it seems like the solution worked, but Banban first begins shaking in extreme pain coming from their stomach, and eventually the scientists realize what they have done, which is unintentionally creating Banban's hellish form. Stinger Flynn is created and starts to show small amounts of brain activity much quicker than other cases. Stinger Flynn started to show signs of activity in day 1, while others took multiple weeks. Case update reports 1. Stinger Flynn is injected with an enhanced galvanium solution which makes Stinger Flynn start to act with intelligence, including human speech, instead of acting like a simple mindless jellyfish. But after an altered galvanium solution similar to the altered galvanium solution applied to Sheriff Toadster, he is able to learn to master walking on 2 legs, ditch his nocturnal sleeping cycle, and completely stop mimicking toads. Case 10. Opila Bird was created with the goal of creating a monster that displays motherly love. Case uses the Phoenicopterus roseus flamingo genome as well as the Struthiocamelus ostrich genome. Opila Bird underwent genetic modifications to give her motherly love. She began being extremely aggressive towards humans, except children, which has to do with Opila Bird's love for her chicks. Opila Bird escaped from containment and saw and heard her children being harmed. This caused her to become extremely angry and her eyes became bloodshot. The kindergarten informs Uthman Adam that they have lowered the amount of active case from 10 to 6 because they do not have enough money to use the amounts of galvanium he was wasting on experiments, like case 12 and all of its sub-cases. This case is a failure because almost all of these monsters never came to life. They also inform him to get ready for Bring a Friend Day. Weaverly Mason writes a letter to Uthman Adam, saying that she is sorry that the kindergarten needs to drop some of these cases. She informs Uthman Adam that he needs to keep Zulfius a secret and that they should drop Nab Nab, the Sheriff Toadster, and Slow Celine. Nab Nab was too creepy. Sheriff Toadster's only purpose was to stop criminals, which there were none, and Slow Celine because the hyperactive children wouldn't like her. She ends the message with a humble cheer up. Weaverly Mason understands she and Uthman Adam must destroy the kindergarten and leave it behind. Taking the likely collapse of the ball pit as an opportunity, she allows the monsters to escape on Bring a Friend Day. They respond saying, "You are my savior. My friends and I will soon escape from our prison, and there will be chaos. Get out of this place while you still can, and this is your only warning." After doing this, she prepares a plan to flee to Spain with Uthman Adam. Uthman Adam gets a dreadful note from Weaverly Mason, saying that they have reviewed the ball pit's architecture and found that it's a miracle that it hadn't collapsed yet. It can't support the children that are enrolled in the kindergarten, and they're going to have double that on Bring a Friend Day. She then writes that something very bad is going to happen, and they need to get out of here. She then says that she has a plan for tomorrow Bring a Friend Day, and that he just needs to get ready and pack his bags. It was planned that all cases would be present in Bring a Friend Day, but they were running late, and the only case ready for presentation was case 100 to Captain Fiddles and case 13 Stinger Flynn. All cases ready for presentation were brought to the outer sector to be presented to all the children, their friends, the workers, and the company owners. The case acted fine and nice. Uthman Adam and Weaverly Mason were inside of the facility during the event, but planned to sneak out and board a flight to Madrid, Spain, as they knew that something bad was most likely going to happen, with the ball pit likely to collapse under the extremely large weight of the many children inside of it sooner than expected. The ball pit collapsed under the weight, killing the children in the ball pit and setting off a chain reaction that would destroy the facility. Instantly, Zulfius awakened in the abyss. Banban transformed into his hellish form, and the animalistic instincts of the rest of the mascots were triggered, causing them to break out of their cells and to go on a murderous rampage after the children, workers, and parents. It also triggered something evil to escape deep on level -4 of the kindergarten. One worker left on floor -4 in the employee training sector had stated on a piece of paper that they had heard screams and cries from above and had began to have horrible monsters in his head, such as the unnamed marionette. Queen Bouncelia and Sheriff Toadster also hear the screams from above. Sheriff Toadster witnesses some of the chaos above and begins to believe his citizens, aka the Banban Gang, are now old friends which have gone mad, meaning they are now dirty criminals. Stinger Flynn didn't participate in the rampage, but took the time to plan something. He instead took the children and some of the important workers, such as Weaverly Mason. But it is unknown if Uthman Adam was kidnapped as well, or if he was murdered. Stinger Flynn even saved children from the other monsters just so he could kidnap them. We know this from an unknown kid writing the nice jellyfish saved us from the big bird and the evil red man. We are going to the jellyfish's home. The same unknown child also wrote before that I'm hiding in a room but I have to fight the monster with the drawing of O Pilla Bird attacking them. This was the beginning of the end of the facility. During Bring a Friend Day, a surgery was taking place in the arboreal aquatic sector. The surgery was taking place on Nabnalina's lifeless body. They had completed everything except the Gavanium injections. But before they could complete the final steps to bring Nabnalina to life, they hear screams coming from above. Nab begins to break out of his containment, causing the doctors to abort the surgery. They eventually suffered an unknown fate. Stinger Flynn first takes the children and workers hiding in the purple room. Then the workers